Today's episode is sponsored to you by A&H Provisions. Meat and hot dogs that are so good, even Goyim understand how amazing they are. It's the next level of kosher food, and the website is kosherdogs.net. Get yours, enjoy them, A&H Provisions. Welcome to And Here's Modi. Hello and welcome to And Here's Modi. I'm here with Leo and Periel today. We are
sponsors.
Sponsors right now?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were gonna wait 5 minutes. No?
We can.
You want to wait 5 minutes? We were told that the sponsors get better read when it's 5 minutes into the show, but we've been doing it up front. So thank you very much to A&H Provisions, the best hot dogs and kosher meats.
Glatt
kosher meats. Thank you. And the website is?
I'm the hashgacha.
She's not the hashgacha of A&H.
Yeah,
let's just not ruin their brand. Go ahead. And what is
kosherdogs.net, 30% off with promo code
Modi.
Just
M-O-D-I.
from your first order.
Just for your first order. And Whites in Luxembourg, the law firm you want behind you. Chas v'shalom, you should ever need a law firm. That's who you want. They are our collab. Is a big fan of the podcast. Arthur Luxembourg, thank you very much. And we're in. It's a Monday after a Sunday.
Whiteslux.com.
Whiteslux.com.
And they do well.
Oh,
but they also
they do well. They do well, and they also do good. They're very philanthropic.
Yuppie.
That was one of the lines we used for that. Okay. It's a Monday after a Sunday.
It's 6:51 p.m.
Yeah, and it's
and we're dragging butt a little bit.
No, we're not.
we are.
I'm not. I'm on a half a Celsius right now.
That's why I said
But there was an article yesterday about me and Leo.
Yeah,
and
I was in
Chosen
page
Comedy.
6.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
We were in page 6, and not because we were drunk in a bar, and not because we were arrested.
Modi didn't Me Too anyone.
I didn't meet to anyone. I didn't touch anyone that I shouldn't be touching. I was on page 6 just for being me. And they mentioned they mentioned the Joseph Comedy Festival and everybody that's on that. And what a fun treat that was.
How surprised were you guys to see that?
Well, I did the interview with Nikki, and she called up. She's a writer.
She reached out on the website, and she was like, "Hi, I'm with Page 6. I want to talk to Modi." And I looked her up. I was like, "Is this real?"
Yeah, because I just thought it would be someone who just wants to yent and find out about what it is. But she's a yeshiva girl who was like, she just kept seeing this Mashiach energy. She's like, who is this guy with this Mashiach energy? Called up, she looked us up, and she called, and we had a great talk. And one of the funniest things she said in the interview was, how do you feel about sushi at every Jewish event? It was so funny because those of you who don't know, whenever you go to any kosher Jewish event,
that's worth its weight.
Any kosher Jewish event has sushi now. I don't know when it became a thing. I don't know why it's a thing. It's just everywhere you go, they have a Mexican guy with an apron and a hat making sushi. It is so insane. And she literally, besides asking me all the questions, where are you from? What do you do? How did this happen? Blah, 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 blah. What do you feel about sushi at every Jewish event?
I'm not complaining.
Is it good sushi though?
Sometimes,
yeah.
Sometimes
good,
it's pretty good.
Throw money at it, it's good. If it's not,
is sushi kosher?
100%.
Super kosher.
Tuna, salmon,
cucumber roll,
fish, cucumber roll, avocado roll.
Okay, that's not.
There's no eel. There's no
fish,
eel.
though.
There's no shrimp. But there is fake shrimp.
Ew.
That's kosher.
Okay,
it's
that's
so
gross.
ill. But
that's gross. But So fish is kosher even just by nature of being? Like it doesn't have to be
Well, there
like,
are certain fish that are not kosher.
Yeah.
so like sushi at like
Sushi, like a salmon roll or a tuna roll, like those types of easily.
They
so
make
like
it beautiful
the
sometimes.
Orthodox Jews can go to like Nobu and have like.
I don't know about that because
now
Nobu
you're
also
getting
has
now the
has
same
shrimp and
knife,
just
the same knife that
asking.
cut the pork is now cutting the sushi, so it's not kosher anymore.
Okay, forget that.
Yeah, but-
back up for a second.
Go
So
ahead.
any sushi it's because like there's like kosher chicken. Like you have to go to the supermarket and you can't just get chicken. You have to get kosher chicken. For fish, it's the same thing, or any fish is kosher.
You want a fish that's from a kosher place because it didn't mix with other things that weren't kosher.
Yeah, but you'll eat salmon that I buy from a place that's not technically.
Yeah.
Forget
kosher.
him though. I'm just trying to understand in general how this works.
Fish is kosher. The phenomenon
Depends
that
on who
we're
your
talking
rabbi
about
is.
here. The phenomenon that I'm talking about
My
here.
rabbi is Modi.
The phenomenon that I'm talking about here is that anytime you go to even a kosher pizza place, they have sushi.
Right, but it's gross. Nobody wants to eat that sushi.
People
Which,
are
by the
eating
way,
it.
I will give a shout out. I will give a on the house shout out. In the 5 towns, we taped a promo for the
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that
Chosen
yet.
Comedy Festival, which should be airing soon. At this place called Bravo Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the 5 towns behind the Trader Joe's. I have not had such good pizza in a very long time. And I go to the guy, where's the sushi section? He goes,
Yeah.
we're not doing sushi. We only do amazing pizza.
Good.
And that was big. So shkoyach to Bravo Pizza.
Kosher
it was-
pizza is often, I have to say, pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And also, how can pizza be not kosher? Isn't it just cheese and
Yeah, if you
tomato?
mix pepperoni on it and all that, then it becomes not kosher.
No, but just regular pizza.
Cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza can't be not kosher, right?
So it's kosher if you don't care about the hashgacha. If you don't want to
This
make sure
is
that
too much.
It's too much. What are you schlepping this?
What do
into?
you mean? I'm the one here who's just
I
trying
know,
to
but-
understand these rules. I'm a pizza. I'm not the one who.
The kitchen is kosher. They're not bringing in. They're not also making pepperoni pizzas on the side. Like everything's
Right,
a
that's what
contained
I'm saying,
environment.
though. But if the only thing that you do is not have pepperoni, then
there's
any
other
pizza
things
is
involved.
kosher.
You have to. Whatever. I'm not.
Rabbi?
I am not qualified to
Remember,
be weighing
you
in on
know
this.
that it's more. It's not.
No, okay, we can.
If
move
you walk
on.
into any pizza place in Manhattan that's not a kosher pizza place, they have things that aren't kosher that are making this pizza not kosher.
Right.
Okay, so you go to a kosher pizza place, they have everything there is kosher. There's no meat stuff.
Right, I get the meat.
So-
I get the meat part of it.
Yes.
I'm just saying that the pizza itself, if I open a pizza place and the only thing I make is cheese pizza,
Yes.
it's kosher.
Yes, but you need to still have a certification that it's kosher.
Well, Leo can give
It's
me
so
one.
it's even more complicated than that. Do you understand that the fact that this pizza is in an oven and the oven is self-koshering itself all the time? It is. I cannot believe we could spend 50 minutes on this with no problem.
Yeah, it's
But I
too
don't
much,
think
though.
the audience wants to hear this.
Well, you guys tell us. Let us
I
know.
read a story about someone accidentally burning their house down trying to kosher their house for Passover.
Many times. Oh my God! Wait, are you kidding me? They.
Because they use that flamethrower thing.
I'll see your
Okay.
story and raise you a story.
Ooh.
In the Catskills, there's a place called the Villa Roma. It's the Italian hotel in the Catskills, and they used to do a Passover program there. So they made the kitchen kosher. They burnt the entire hotel down.
Come on,
was
you
the-
guys.
Yeah,
Gosh.
you have to go with a blowtorch through the whole thing. It was
No, I'm
it was
sorry.
a very, very funny thing. Or maybe it was an insurance scam. I don't know. But I know that they burnt down the Italian, the Villa Roma is like, in those hotels, you have to drive
It
like the
sounds like
last
an
exit on the
insurance thing.
highway, 39 miles into the exit, and then into a farm, under a hill, over a barn. Schindler didn't hide the Jews this good. I'm telling you, that hotel was hidden so bad, and then the Jews burnt it down for Passover. At any rate, but as
Can
I was
you just-
mentioning to you, I was in page 6 with a positive spin.
That's
How-
Mashiach energy.
That's Mashiach energy.
Can you please just explain to me what the flamethrower is?
Not a
It gets all the
flamethrower,
little
it's
crummy
a
crumbs. and
blowtorch.
It's a
You're
blowtorch, but that's
kidding.
basically a flamethrower.
You're being serious.
Yes,
This is how you make something kosher with a
an
blowtorch?
oven. It's how you turn an oven kosher. Or you can put it at 550 degrees. We're not doing.
You're just like basically like sterilizing it with fire.
Yes.
So like anything that could have been in contact with the surface is now null and void because you've like burned it off.
Not Leo giving you lessons.
Yeah, get it together. I mean, really, truly.
By now, you should be a.
We've had a weird day today.
It was just very long, and
you've been with us all day, and we're like in a throuple menage a trois situation at this point.
It was just intense. It was
boardrooms
good.
were involved.
We went to boardroom.
We were in a boardroom today with somebody who was
lots of Post-it notes flying around.
That made me really happy. All those Post-it notes are good and like are good for my OCD.
Did you see how I sat there? We were in a meeting today. I'm not going to say we got, but just
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It was in a meeting with and it was
it's not like a secret.
It was so. I felt like I was in an episode.
It was out of a movie. It was out of a movie.
Out of a movie. She was a character.
We should have taped it. It was so good. Next time we'll tape it.
The book agent is.
I'm sure she'll be happy to do it.
She's so happy. She's amazing. That energy is insane. And I sit there. I'm like, wow.
No, but even The Office was like out of a movie.
Yeah.
Like.
Decorated so well.
That might be the first episode of the TV show.
And everybody's sitting there with their ideas, and everybody's just going. And then there's this one assistant pulling it all together.
Oh, she was amazing.
Amazing. And then
that archetype of the assistant / party planner / event organizer.
I liked it. She came and she sat next to me, and it made me so happy.
No, because she saw your crazy Post-it notes, and I was thinking, who the hell has Post-it notes? Everything's on you. Everybody takes notes on their thing.
I have been dreaming about organizing that book into Post-it notes for months.
It took us going to the financial district and getting Post-it notes for that to happen.
It was
but she took your notes and put it into the computer, and then
because
Sarah, the book agent, goes, "That's our assistant. She went to Harvard. She went to Harvard."
It's chic.
It's so if I went to Harvard, it would be tattooed on my forehead.
100%. The first thing out of my mouth.
They'd be like, "Hi, I'm Leo. I went to Harvard."
Yeah, and she says, whenever anybody asks her, she says, "I went to a school in Boston."
Where'd you go to school?
I also say that, by the way. I also say I went to school in Boston.
It's not a lie.
What school? Boston University. But like everybody thinks you already went to like.
No, but it's almost better to say where'd you go to school, and then you just say Boston, and then they're like,
where? Liberal arts
and then
college.
you're like, oh, Harvard.
Yeah, Turnpike Tech on the freeway 90.
I went to state school. I can't.
Where'd you go to school?
The University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia.
Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, but that was a good school, and you got there on a full scholarship.
Yeah, it was free, and I had no student loans.
Good for you. Yeah.
Shkoyach.
So that was that. I was on page 6, and it wasn't because I molested anybody. That's what I wanted to discuss. Usually, it was it's funny because what?
I want to talk about the fact that you have glossed over, and you didn't even mention the fact that you have sent hats, your merch, to 30 different countries.
I think it's more, if being honest, it's 24.
I honestly don't know where he got that information from.
I keep
don't
track.
know.
I have a little pad, and every time we sell a hat, a Mashiach Energy hat, we get, the best part about it is we get these texts from Printful.
It's an email that says, "Hey, you just got an order." So you like to play up like you don't check your emails, but you're in there.
I'm in there.
You just leave them all unread.
No. First of all, I get where it says there's an email coming in, who it's from and whatever, and then I see, and it gives you a little bit of the synapse. And but the Printful.
The fulfillment, the website we use
right.
for the
it gives
hat.
you an email, like, first of all, they charge me, then they charge them, and then it's like a thing goes back.
Yeah.
But it shows you the address where it goes. And when you see Sweden, Stockholm, Uruguay, we had Australia. There's so many of these hats in Australia.
Okay, you know what's really crazy about that?
Yeah.
You know how much are the hats?
No idea.
Like $36.
Okay, so I tried. There's this designer in Australia who I love, and he made a hat, and I tried to buy one. Do you know how much it costs to ship?
Yeah,
you know how much people are paying? They're paying like as much as the hat for
probably
shipping.
more. Probably more.
Well, isn't it included in the?
Not for Australia,
No.
honey.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So that's how much people.
They go out of different fulfillment. Do you know who ordered a hat?
Who?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Avivit, the woman from Venice.
Oh.
Do you remember the tour
yes.
guide from Venice who
The
took care
Venice
of?
luxury tours. Yes.
She ordered a hat to
Yeah.
Venice, Italy,
Oh.
and because she wrote me an email saying she had like I get in Venice, it's like it's underwater. You have to be like very specific where this is going. So she had to add like an extra line of the address line. So she emailed me,
So cute.
and I was like, "Oh, this is going to Venice."
Venice. Mashiach
going
energy
everywhere.
is going everywhere. Mashiach energy is everywhere. You have to reveal it. That's what it is. You have to reveal Mashiach. Mashiach is here.
Okay.
Mashiach is here. That's the title of this episode.
Mashiach is here. That's the
Mashiach
title
is
of
here,
this?
and I'm on page 6.
And here's
Mashiach's on
Modi.
page 6. No, for real.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are there any? Do you have any hookups for like really cute restaurants in Israel that I need to
We
go
have-
to?
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
we
I'm
have.
going.
Yeah, we do.
tomorrow. Or what?
We do.
I actually do have that list. And what's funny is my friend Lucas, who's very chic and fun, got this list from his friend who's Israeli and like recently from Israel, now living in Brooklyn. So he had like very fresh insight into like what was hot and fun. And then he put together this list that has been in a notes on the iPhone notes
Mhm.
thing. This iPhone notes thing has been shared to so many people.
Yep.
And it's
No, I
been
don't-
used so many times that you could probably charge to download it at this point. It's like a curated list of like amazing places you need to eat. And one of them is
Oh.
called Port Said,
Oh, I've been
Which
there.
opened.
which just opened in Hudson Yards, which we
Yeah.
should go to.
Okay, yes, Port Said is great. That's been there for a while
It's
though.
been there for a minute.
Yeah, but it's a good landmark for people who are like going for the first time.
Okay,
But like
no,
there's
that's
other
not the
things
list.
on the list.
That's not the list I'm in the market for.
What are you looking for?
I'm in the market for like you're friends with the chef, and I don't have to wait to get a
we are not friends
reservation.
with the
No,
chef
we
anywhere.
went everywhere we went.
No.
We either had a reservation or we sat at the bar.
Friends
for
with the
an hour
chef.
before.
I texted Periel. We went to Zizi's. I went to Zizi's in Chelsea with my sisters.
Yeah,
And I know you have a connection with the people there.
right.
So I texted you. I was like, I'm bringing my sisters to Zizi, and
Oh,
they very kindly covered the drinks and the dessert.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That was
Um,
actually I was sitting next to Guy, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute." Leo's at Zizi, and he like went into like a frenzy, started
I'm sure your
texting the
husband knows
owner.
exactly what restaurants he wants to go to in Israel.
Yeah, he does.
He's such a foodie.
He's such a foodie.
So
That was Guy who like went into
That's
like a
very sweet of
maniacal
him.
frenzy to send Leo dessert.
That's very nice. I appreciate it.
So they mentioned on page 6 that I
Oh
was,
my God.
they never get anything. I love her. Thank you, Nikki. But she obviously, the people they write. He studied cantorial singing at
Yeah, your backstory
yeshiva.
varies based
Doesn't
on.
matter.
It's not, and he
Fine.
grew up in a religious home. She,
Oh,
whatever,
really?
Whatever.
She didn't write that.
She did.
That
That's
you grew
what-
up in a religious home.
Didn't she write that?
I don't think
That's what the
written
book
in
is
the
going to be
article.
like.
No, but bless her heart. As long as she did talking something about me, but it made it sound like that's what I did. Like I took classes at Yeshiva
It says
University.
despite being religious as a teen.
That's right. But I wasn't.
You weren't religious as a
I
teen.
wasn't religious.
All right, so don't believe everything you read in page 6. That's the moral of the story.
But believe that it was a good article. It was a very nice thing that she wrote, and thank you very much.
Wait, what did you just say though? You just said something before that.
The Mashiach is here.
No. About studying. I thought you did study.
I did. I studied
cantor.
there, and I studied with different cantors. But she made it as though that was the thing I did. Like that was a hobby.
But you are formally trained.
Yes, but that's
Okay.
not like the main thing. But whatever worked for her, I'm so happy for her. And we love her and we're following her, and we should get her on here. We should bring her on the podcast.
Okay.
She's from page 6. The stories she has must
Yeah,
be
that's-
amazing.
So she's a yeshiva girl who now writes for Page 6.
Yep.
That's cute.
and hates the fact that sushi has dominated the kosher.
Why does she
Wait,
hate
should
that?
I order sushi tonight?
I now I want sushi.
Now I want
But
sushi.
not kosher sushi.
No, so I have a place that I order from. We also go there sometimes, but this place also shout out on the house. A restaurant in the East Village called Kotobuki,
Okay.
and they have on caviar or
Ooh.
whatever the takeout app is.
Oh, I thought
It's an app called Caviar.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
And you can order the sushi for 2 platter. And I write in the notes section, please kosher style, like no shellfish, no shrimp, no anything. And they do it.
And they're very nice.
And they don't skimp on things, you know, to do that, to make that accommodation.
They give you
like,
they give you these nice rolls and everything.
It's really good.
Where were we? Page 6. So Nikki,
is caviar kosher?
I think so. Fish eggs are kosher. I think it depends on the fish.
Shrimp isn't kosher.
I was surprised to learn that swordfish is not kosher.
Yeah.
Is mahi kosher?
Yes, I think it is. I'm not sure.
Shrimp isn't kosher.
Shrimp, that's obvious.
I'm not a mashgiach, so this is not.
But swordfish is like a light, white, flaky fish. Like you would think it's like it's because of the skin. You told me
exactly.
I thought it was because of how they breathe.
And it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Can we not be the kosher corner? Can we not people don't tune into this?
All right.
It's interesting for people who, some people don't know all of these different little rules.
Luckily, everything's Googleable. You know what really blows me away? If we're in this little zone, blessings on fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
There's different, when you, Borei Pri Hadama brings the fruit of the earth.
Yeah.
And then Borei Pri Ha'etz, the fruit of the tree. And so you always see these mistakes that they make with avocados and bananas.
Okay.
People say Borei Pri Ha'etz.
Well, avocado's a fruit.
Avocado's a fruit. So it's Borei Pri Ha'etz. So people, and I was with people who were like,
if it has a seed, it's a fruit.
But they right? I'm not gonna mention his name, but he was a rabbi. And he made the wrong bracha, the wrong blessing.
Scandalous.
I was like, wow, and I'm thinking, I'm about to question him. And he goes, do you know that that's not the prayer you make for that? And a banana you think is a fruit from a tree, but it's not. It's a plant. The tree is a plant. So it gets very, very difficult. Luckily, everything is Googleable. You can Google what blessing to make if you care. If it works for you and if it makes you a better person, make the blessing on anything you eat. I do, because I thank God that this is happening, that I got a piece of food. Water especially. Every time I take a water from the sink, and I drink Manhattan water, I don't need...
Modi's been drinking tap water.
I drink tap water. I drink Manhattan tap water. It's delicious. And the fact that you're in your home and you can just open the sink and water.
I do think about that sometimes.
I'm so thankful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when we went to Jerusalem and we went to the tours of the underground tunnels, and they talk about how they made the tunnels just so you can get water to this area. And here we are in Manhattan or wherever we are, just pick up a little lever and boom, you have water in your house. I have to make a blessing.
No, it's true. There are many places in the world that don't have water. What's the blessing on water?
Shehakol. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol nivra b'chvodo.
People love it when you take a pause during the show to drink water and you throw that out. People love it. You throw out that little thing into the mic.
Cute. And if you don't know, you can just apparently set the whole thing on fire, and that'll also make that works too.
Oh my God, we are so exhausted.
What are you guys doing for the rest of the summer? I'm not going to see you
you're heading
for
to Israel.
Few weeks. Yeah. I'm going to go through
send us a postcard from a parade. It's this little spicy parade happening over there.
Oh, I will be hitting those streets.
Are you really?
Demonstrating. Fuck yeah.
You're going to be on the demonstration committee?
Democracy.
Is that what they're yelling?
Yeah.
I want to tell you.
Busha, busha.
I heard an amazing Dvar Torah from Rabbi Lau, who's the chief rabbi of the world. He really is. He was the chief
official title.
He was the chief rabbi of Israel, and now he's he's Rabbi Lau. He speaks. It's amazing. He's a Holocaust survivor.
Where is he? We should get him on the show.
He's not doing the show. But Rabbi Lau said, I don't know how I landed on this. And as I keep telling you, I keep watching the demonstrations in Israel and see how the demonstrators have come together. The people who are not religious and people who are religious and just believe in should be democracy have come together. And he had an amazing Dvar Torah. He said on Passover, when we read the Dayenu, there's a Hikrivanu lehar Sinai v'lo natan lanu et Torah. He brought us to Har Sinai, and didn't give us the Torah,
Right.
even that would have been enough. And why? Because he krivanu, he brought us closer. There we were at Mount Sinai. We're ready for Nasiv and Nishma. We're ready we're together. We're bonded. We are bonded together. That itself is enough.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the Israelis have bonded, people from like anywhere, you're walking there and you see the guy that's your hairdresser and the guy that's your shoemaker. You're all together singing the song, whatever, with a flag on your back. It united. There's some kind of Mashiach energy in that. I was an amazing Dvar Torah that I just, like a quickie, like on Instagram or something.
And this week's Kiddush is sponsored by the Goldstein family.
And the flowers by the Horowitz.
You said at Mount Sinai, and I thought you were talking about the hospital.
I just... No, Mount Sinai. You think in the Diana they're talking about Mount Sinai Hospital?
I have to tell you something. Your hair looks really good.
My hair's giving.
Yeah, you got a haircut today?
I got a haircut. Yeah, my hair's shkoyach to me.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to the same place to get your haircut?
We can't talk about it on air. It's actually a little bit.
No,
It's actually a little bit what?
There's just like some.
Well, Leo
backstory.
got his hair dyed.
Yeah, I go to a professional.
Right. I go to professional too, but it's not like we go different places, but it's Baruch Hashem good. It all works out for ourselves.
You had to go to a special place in Florida, I remember.
Oh my God, that was hysterical.
I got a really bad haircut in Florida, like to the point where I was like, oh.
Okay, I don't see
my
how it's
God.
possible.
How is that possible?
for
Look
you
at my
to get a
hair. How
bad
do you mess
haircut.
this up?
I cannot tell you.
How do you mess this up?
Were you with us? No.
No, even Modi, you saw. I could tell when he was like finishing up, I was like, oh, you're done?
We
This is
went
it?
to we were in this it was
a tragic barbershop, really.
It really
you're thinking
looked
about
clean and well and done, and the barbers looked okay. The guy it literally looked like he put a bowl on Leo's head and just cut everything around. Leo asked for a fade.
Gay? Was it a gay salon?
Gay as a goose. They were selling underwear behind the. But that we only saw after. But it looked like it had it together. And then the guy was just horrible.
I walked down the street like.
And I said to Leo, okay, and you couldn't say to the guy, hey, I wanted to fade. The guy was so bad.
Yeah.
And I said to Leo, come with me. We went across the street to another hair place.
You thought I was gonna freak out.
I was like, my was I need to make sure Leo doesn't lose it. And we walked across the street. The guy was there. I go, hi, we just had a haircut across the street. This is really horrible. Is there any way you can fix it? And the guy goes, yeah, sit down. And he made a fade and fixed whatever the guy did. I mean, Leo was ready to go home and just shave all his hair.
Yeah, I'm not emotionally attached to my hair.
I am very emotionally attached to my hair.
I'm grateful for my hair.
Be grateful.
I'm not
Be
like.
grateful.
Are you
you'll be in
emotionally
Turkey.
attached?
I'm emotionally attached to my hair.
Or
I love my hair.
I thought you meant to his hair. Are you emotionally attached to his hair?
I like when it's long. I like when it's long.
Is this short or long?
This is
short,
pretty
but it's
short.
cute. It's a look. It's fun. It's summer.
I'm more excited for it to grow out for when I get that like trashy, like long roots, dark roots
Like
look.
mine?
Yeah.
Like when you look trashy like me?
Trashy roots. There's okay, if you watch Alan King, a comedian, and there's a clip that's called Survived by His Wife. He talks about all these obituaries, like the guy, and he goes into the audience and makes people read these obituaries. And he gets to one woman and he looks at her and goes, those roots aren't dead. He literally says it to her. I was like,
Those roots aren't dead. The shade.
The shade. It's so shady.
Oh my God.
That is so funny. What did you say? If you're not grateful for your hair, you're going to wind up in Turkey?
In Turkey, getting them all reorganized.
Right. That's where everybody goes to get their hair transplants.
And they're doing a great job. Shkoyach to them.
Yeah, shkoyach to them. My cousin just did that. It looks great. He went to Turkey.
Whatever floats your boat.
You know what? It's
hard.
kind of the only thing that happens to you guys
What?
is you lose your hair.
To guys?
There's women that lose their hair too. It's
that's-
very, very, very
I will
bad.
say you're right in that men age a little bit more gracefully than women.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna bleep that.
Wow.
It's just
You're
we
gonna
don't.
get canceled.
Oh my God! I just Don Lemoned. I just Don Lemoned. Cancel me. Who cares? No, but what I'm saying is we don't have to go through menopause and all that
it's
stuff.
like
that.
nothing happens to you
that's
guys.
what I
know
mean.
that, but I would never
It's
say it.
Hard. I think women know
but I
that
would
they
never say it.
they get to live longer. It's fine.
Who wants to live longer? Nobody wants to fucking live longer.
It's so hard to be. When I
Our
look at
engineer is
women that get
laughing.
older,
So if she's laughing, I feel a little bit better.
even men, when they get older and fatter, it comes like in one spot, and they have a gut. And women, it just comes all over the place sometimes.
Oh my
no?
God. Here's the thing.
Would you? What's the thing?
No, nothing happens.
That sounded really.
All right, whatever.
maybe
Who
we can
cares? We're
clip
not gonna.
this.
No, we're not gonna
sounded
do that.
really
It's fine. We're not gonna.
misogynist, and I didn't mean for it to be that way.
But that's the culture we live in. It has nothing to do with you. Just saying it doesn't mean like you're acknowledging something.
I'm more specifying menopause. Like that's a fact
It's
that
not
you
just-
women
yeah.
experience that we don't,
But
and it's like
also-
such a change.
In society, it's considered like older men are distinguished. Like
Yeah,
it's okay.
a guy with like salt and pepper hair is hot
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
a woman is like,
Yeah,
get your hair done.
right. It's like It's,
Yes.
men are allowed to get old. They're still considered sexy, and
Well, do you know?
so your hair falls out.
I
so
am
too,
up to
too
date
bad.
on And Just Like That, starring Sarah Jessica Parker, and they're talking about being deep into their 50s and living life and having fun. And
How good is this season?
And did you hear Sarah Jessica Parker, what she said about like how much shit they got for having the audacity to make a show about women who are in their like
the new version, you mean?
into like their late 50s, early 60s, whatever it is.
I think it's giving me it's giving me hope a little bit as someone who's in their 30s.
I will tell you right now,
I can keep having fun.
you can have.
You've got a
began
good-
having fun at 45 is when I began.
Because that's when you
really-
met me.
Yeah, really having fun.
Oh,
and
that's
having,
cute.
you have to choose if you want to have fun or if
I
you want
can't wait to
kvetch.
start having fun. Just
Yes.
kidding.
You're not having fun?
No, I'm having so
Oh.
much fun.
So much
I
fun.
was always having fun though. I was an animal when I was like in
Well,
my
there's a
20s
difference
and
between
30s.
being like self-destructive and having fun.
No, but, like for example, we went to the Beyonce concert.
Mhm.
We're done. We leave there. We get the bus brings us back to where we were in Soho, and then our friends all went out till 5:30 a.m.
Right.
We went.
We, by the way, could have done that, but you had a show the next day.
I had a show the next day, but I was
I was
also
also
like,
a
I
little
was
bit tired.
I'm gonna be in my bed soon. Take a nice shower. Yummy, yummy. You know, that's also fun.
That's I mean you
I had a
couldn't
moment-
pay me
I had
enough.
a moment of where I realized kind of like an I'm getting old moment, but I kind of took it as like a growth /
Where did
like,
you feel you were getting old?
I'm trying to finish the story.
Well, go ahead.
When we went on that boat party, the 718 Sessions party,
Yeah.
and we went on one of those boats that go around the city, which normally sounds very cheesy and
Horrible.
like not our
Yeah.
wheelhouse, but it was an amazing DJ. And my friend says it's the best party in New York. They usually have it in the city at a venue. They just do this one time a year. They do it on a boat. And so it left the dock at like 8 o'clock. We got back to the dock at like 11:30 or something like that. And all our friends were like, what are we doing next? What's next? What's after this? And I was like, that was so fun and nice that I just want to tie the night up in a little
100%.
ribbon now and go to bed
100%.
and not let it unravel and just soak it in.
And all our
That was-
friends that were called Chase the Dragon's Tail,
Mhm.
all our friends that went out afterwards all said they had the worst time.
Right, of course. That's
Yeah.
listen, I feel
you have to know when to leave the party.
Yep.
100%. But Jackie said that a lot. 100%. I feel like I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. I feel so lucky
Good
that
for
I
you.
get to do that in work and
being an-
And child rearing. Don't
And
forget
an
that that's a
emotional
part of your-
throuple with us.
and yes, there's nothing else I would want to do. I partied so hard in my 20s and in my 30s, and all I want to do now is comedy and radio and podcast, and I don't know. I feel like
I think I did a good mix of partying and other things in my 20s.
I'm done. I don't need to go
I didn't
out until
party at
4
all.
o'clock.
You didn't?
Yeah,
I
yes, you
didn't-
did.
yeah.
You're still,
No.
but
I
you
didn't.
did after when you.
No, later on in life.
Yeah, that's
but
what
in
I'm
your
saying
20s,
now.
you're
in
saying
my
you did.
20s and 30s, no, I was doing comedy.
Right, you were doing comedy. I was partying then. Now,
Yeah, but you're
is-
enjoying the fruits of that now.
Yeah.
I enjoy. Yeah, I didn't. I was fine and I'm blessed, and that's God protected me from. Like I told you, I met up when we went to Fire Island, and I met guys that I haven't seen in 20, 25 years. They're all in recovery. They're
Oh,
all, and I'm like, I'm not because I didn't.
You never took The first step to need a 12-step program.
I was too busy doing comedy.
That's good. Did you come up with that just now?
What was that? We never took the first step to get to.
You didn't take the first step to need a 12-step program.
That's very
You never developed the problem.
That's right.
You never were in those environments
Exactly.
to potentially develop the problem.
Yeah, I was too busy doing comedy, and that was again the choice of not drinking.
Right.
Because when you're doing comedy, it's a choice.
Can I tell you something? I've cut back my drinking a lot.
Yeah.
Last night I drank, and I was functioning fully. If anything, I think it made me function a little bit better. That's
was
such
last
an
night?
alcoholic thing to say.
Stony
Hall,
when did you drink?
I had that wine that was in the green room.
Oh,
I was sipping on it.
Oh.
I was sipping on it, running around. I was going up and down those stairs so many
You don't
times.
drink it all, right?
No,
Like, you don't ever
I've seen him drink an entire bottle of whiskey and it didn't affect him. A cup of
Oh,
wine.
really? I've
That's
seen
the
him
Irish.
drink like 3 Moscow Mules and be trashed.
When was that?
Trash. Never.
When did you
Never.
At
trashed
In Florida?
me?
No, not in Florida. We were in Connecticut.
That wasn't trashed.
That wasn't
It was
trash.
tipsy.
That wasn't anything. That was me like laughing at us at the situation.
We were in this casino.
There
that
wasn't
was
even any
horrible.
alcohol in there. We were drinking off of drink tickets. They were pouring us like,
They were awful. Are you,
yeah.
Are
When
you
we
out of
were-
your mind?
No, Modi's seen me. I mean,
We took an Airbnb in the height of the pandemic in the Hamptons with a few friends, and we were just gonna just still in the house.
With a few friends.
Leo,
we were quarantining.
Leo, what was that? That brown, miserable brown Gayishi
bourbon.
Bourbon.
Uh-huh.
And he bought this thing, and
It was the dead of winter. It was freezing outside.
It was 4 degrees outside. We were in the house, and he drank this thing, and nothing hit him. Nothing hit him. It didn't
That's
work.
the Irish genes in me.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
I was firing on all cylinders last night.
you were on last night.
I had my fingers in everything.
Yeah, the merch.
What was going on?
I had the merch seller. I had the videographer. I had the photographer. I was running the guest list. I was
Oh, the lighting,
the lighting person,
he was on
the
top of
music
everything
cues.
yesterday.
I didn't have a clipboard.
Do you
but
want a clipboard?
No, he doesn't need a clipboard.
you know what it was last night? I was everywhere where I needed to be at, just organically at the perfect time.
Mashiach
Like
energy.
I was upstairs helping someone
Yeah.
when one of our guests, Jake Cohen's dad's girlfriend,
Okay.
came, and like I got to escort her in. Then Edith came. Your mom, I got to switch her table because she didn't get a good table. Like I was everywhere like that needed to be zhuzhed. I was there to zhuzh it, and it was fine.
Mashiach energy. It's
I
good.
love you, zhuzhing.
Zhuzhing.
You don't have a
Zhuzh.
clipboard?
He doesn't need a
No,
clipboard.
I have my
He
phone.
loves
honey.
a clipboard, though. I feel
Everything's
like he
on
needs
here.
like
I
a
think he
product
loves somebody
clipboard.
with a clipboard. He
If someone
doesn't-
could be following me with a
The
clipboard,
clipboard,
that would
oh
be
my
great.
that
God.
would be
If I had someone following me with a clipboard and a headset,
In
I
the
could be
show,
the
in
president
the
of the United States.
In the show, you will have somebody following you with a clipboard and
Yeah.
headset.
Clipboard and a
Shine.
headset.
As I mentioned, I was on page 6 and did not have to go to
I
jail.
guess that's the title of this episode.
Page 6.
I was on
Page 6, but
and-
make it like a thing that happened to you, like page 6 apostrophe ed.
okay.
Page 6.
Page 6. That's cute. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Tickets to any show that's near you would be on modilive.com. Shows in the Holy Land are selling out. Make sure you get your tickets for all of those. There's a few shows that have some seats left in Europe. If you're in Europe, in either Brussels, Paris is sold out, Amsterdam. ModiLive.com. Just take a look. Maybe you want to get a hat, a Mashiach Energy hat, and spread that. And always be the friend who brings the friends to the comedy show, because that is Mashiach Energy. Thank you all very much for listening.
Shkoyach.
Bye.